Okay, today going to do an unboxing and testing of the Dremel Blueprint portable saw station. If you have your eye on these, they've started clearing them out at Home Depot under $100 if you find the right store that has it on clearance. Self-contained saw station. You can do 90-degree cuts, 45-degree cuts, rip cuts, and bevel cuts. Kit comes with the saw blade, edge guide, dust collection, battery, charger, output stands, clamps. Remember is you're not going to be breaking down 2x4s or thick sheets of plywood. Your material is 1-inch depth of cut. Where this is going to excel at, picture frames, trim, molding, things like that. Let's get this out and we'll get the battery charged and then we'll take it out to the garage. Now that I have things open, I can show you that the saw with the 3 3/8 blade operates like a full-size circular saw. Flip the guard up, have your depth adjustment. Here you can bevel it. There's your edge guide, lock it down there. Dust port. Not really sure how this is going to work because you don't want it coming back in your face. I think you're going to want to have your extraction system hooked to that. Onboard tool storage, blade lock. Some things, the storage seems a little flimsy, but when you get everything folded out, it's pretty sturdy. It says it will hold 50 pounds. I wouldn't really push it. Your material clamps. And when you get ready to roll, you're gonna slide the saw in. A couple more things about the Blueprint before we get started. Overall weight of this case and everything in it, about 14.5 pounds. And it will cut 2x4s. It will cut just about anything. It's just like with the 2x4, you're gonna have to make 2 passes. I'll show you how that's done coming up here in a little bit. Okay, first things first, we got a line drawn, got a piece of 3/4 inch thick maple clamped in. Hit the laser lines up. Do not rely on the laser solely. Make sure where your blade's gonna go. Release the safety catch Let the blade stop. There you have it. Next, we're going to do a miter cut. Set your miter gauge to 45. Tighten it down. There's your indicator. Got it clamped down. Laser is on. Push the catch, the safety catch down. There you have it. Following up on our 45. Excellent. Okay, for the bevel cut, this piece is a little too thick to go into the saw station. So we'll freehand it with the line and the laser. And if you look for a 45, you use the notch on that side. If you're straight cross cut or rip, you use the notch towards the 0. Doesn't have quite enough meat to get all the way through the board. And it's about it's just under 3/4 inch board. All right, we're gonna square up a longer piece. Got the laser on, making sure where your blade is hitting. See how it does on a little wider piece? She didn't like that oak, but she did it. Then we'll follow up on the cut we just made. And that was pretty square. Now we're going to use the edge guide out of the saw station. That was pretty crazy. Okay, for a 2x4, you're gonna have to take 2 bites of this apple. Want everything clamped down. And when you clamp the 2x4 bracket on, you wanna be 2 5/8 from your line. And I'll show you why. You rest your saw right against the 2x4 clamp guide. And we'll turn the laser on. As you can see, you're right on your line. Lock down, trigger. All right, don't remove it, flip it over. I'll bring you back once I flip it over. All right, we never touched the 2x4 clamp. We just flip the whole board over. Same principle. Put the shoe against the guide on the clamp. And there you have it. Got a little off there at the end, but if I'd have been more patient and careful, yeah, it actually works. It's just gonna take you a long time. I ran it through again just to show you that, yeah, you can square up a 2x4 if you do it correctly. And I'm fairly impressed that the inside of the saw station stayed fairly clean. There was hardly minimal sawdust in there. Some final initial thoughts. Is this going to replace your job site table saw or your miter saw? I doubt it. But does it have a place? Yeah, it sure does. If you wanted a dedicated station, if you were installing trim all day, cutting 45s, this could be your tool. You might need another battery or two. I really do like how everything folds up. Nice and secure, has its own spot. It's a little whiteboard work pad. One other thing I might think about is, this is the multi-material blade. They make a dedicated wood blade that I would probably like to try that. And if you were doing some delicate trim work, it might be a little better blade for that application. I didn't talk about the laser, but if you need to square up the laser, you have to loosen the set screw. Then you can turn the laser using those slots. But mine was pretty square right out of the box.